Today we drive the Audi RS3, and I'm going to call it the Bipolar family sedan because with one change of the driving modes, you can go from this to this. Let's start with a walk around. Feel free to navigate to the part of the video that you want to see by using the chapters in the timeline. Alright, so overall the comfort mode softens the suspension up nicely, but it still tends to crash over bumps because the wheel and tire package. We're going to do a 0 to 60 here real quick in the RS torque rear mode. We're going to wait for everything to be clear. So now we hold the brake down and then we hold the gas pedal down. It says launch control program activated. And you notice in the torque rear mode, and also if I switch now to the performance mode, it keeps the gears much lower, so you can hear the engine, it revs up quite a bit. It's holding on to the gears. So it's basically ready to go whenever you want. The dampers are stiffer right now, and the exhaust is louder, and that exhaust just sounds great. Now at any time I can go to manual mode by clicking the paddle here, so really nice crisp shifts. This mode is a little bit too stiff right now on this road. The road is a little bit bumpy. So I'm going to go back to comfort, and you'll hear that the car quiets down quite a bit, and it's much more composed. So sort of a dual nature car here. If I go into manual mode now, you can see we can still wake it up, but it doesn't seem to shift as aggressively. The notable characteristic about the acceleration in this car is that the launch is very quick, but if I'm accelerating when I'm already rolling, the car is not nearly as quick. So if we come down here, I'm looking for traffic behind us. Let's slow down here and go all the way down to a rolling start. There's no one behind me. I'm going to go down to like 5 miles per hour. Watch. I'm going to floor it. It just takes forever to get into the power band. And that's in the comfort mode. If we're in the performance mode, it keeps it low and it's always ready. So if I'm rolling right now and I floor it, faster, but still quite a bit of a delay, quite a bit of a lag. So we'll go back to comfort. So on paper, this Audi RS3 looks really fast, but when you're actually driving it in the real world and at speed, it's just not as fast as I thought it would be. It's the one disappointing thing about it. But aside from that, the engine is fantastic. I love the exhaust note. It reminds me a lot of the Audi R8. The user interface is fantastic. Everything works well. Lane assist feature and the adaptive cruise control, as you saw earlier, those features work very well. And overall, when I'm in comfort mode, it's a very relaxed car. So sort of a dual-natured car here. The brakes on this are very good. It has these massive carbon ceramic brakes. You can stop very quickly. But this is a fairly heavy car, and it only has 401 horsepower. And you notice that at speed. It doesn't move that fast at speed. The launches are the most fun part of the acceleration here. And I think, for me, the driving experience is pretty good. And what makes it pretty good is that engine note. And if it weren't for that engine note, I wouldn't have as many good things to say about this car. So I'm sort of torn on it. I wanted to really like this car, but I'm not blown away by it. And I think in this segment, since I like going to the racetrack, I'd probably pick up something more like a BMW M2 or even a 2SS 1LE that has some of the luxury features that you see in this car here. And so that is all I have for you on the RS3. That is a quick take on the RS3. I only had about a day with this car, so I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you enjoy your car.